Guys, anybody want to be featured on YouTube? Anybody? Any volunteers? Mondragon, come on. Mondragon couldn't wait. His moment to shine. All right, so we got Mondragon right over here on the camera. All right. So guys, we are doing a really fun last 2 weeks of this month. We're doing feet to floor. All right, so guys, just a little bit to talk about. One of my pet peeves in jiu-jitsu is, like, let's say Mondragon has a very good wrestling stance. Good. And I come out kind of nonchalant like this. I'm kind of like this, right? And the reason I come out like this is because I watch high-level jiu-jitsu and I've seen high-level people do that. But those high-level people, guys, sometimes are so confident in their scissor takedown. They're so confident in their guillotine, so confident in their kimuras, that they don't care that somebody's going to enter their legs or start to like take them down. And they're so confident that on the way down, they're going to snatch something. So sometimes they're even inviting like a little single leg. The person takes the single leg, and now they're ready to start to jump, to go for like a heel hook, or they start to clear to enter kimuras or guillotines and stuff like that. But in my opinion, that's not really the correct style, all right? Even if I want to anticipate it, I should still be in a good stance, okay, ready for whatever is going to come, okay? And maybe I can get takedowns of my own. Number two, what's trending in the jiu-jitsu world is people doing a lot of this, you know, here, kind of pulling at the person's head. For me, it could be effective in a way that like psychologically I can like psych him out and make him frustrated, make him angry, make him rush, and then things like that can happen. But in my opinion, a much better thing to do is to do a club. So the definition of a club is right now his head is in the center of his hips and his knees. When I do a club with my front hand, look what happens to his head. His head shifts. Now his head is over his ankle. So if Mondragon doesn't adjust, it's going to be the easiest takedown in the world. I don't have to do much effort to be able to take him down. I took him out of his stance. So what is Mondragon going to do? As soon as they do a club, Mondragon is going to want to get his head back in the center line. As he's getting it back in the center line, I'm going to circle behind him, and I'm going to get an underhook. Mondragon, no, exactly, thank you so much, especially for you to make sure it's correct. He's going to start to go and be a little more square with me. Perfect. He's going to stay right here. He's going to get his whizzer. If Mondragon doesn't whizzer, I'm going to be on his back, and now I'm going to take him down, mat return him, suplex him, do whatever I want with him. All right. So again, he has to bring that whizzer in. So again, we're wrestling here, we're moving around, I'm faking. I'm going to enter, I'm going to club. As soon as I club, as he gets his head back in, I'm going to circle behind and I'm going to get my whizzer. Be a little bit more square with me. Like this. Guys, from here, I want to have an angle on Mondragon. How am I going to have the angle? By putting my head right in that soft part of his neck here. When my head is here, he can never truly face me again because I can always track him here. If there's a gap here, he can circle. And then now we're back in square one, we're back pummeling, we're back fighting. Okay, so again, it's very important to keep your head right in that spot. From here, guys, look, I have a single leg that's open for me. So as I'm going to start to go for the single, he's going to start to step that leg back. As he steps it back, I'm going to pull him with my underhook, and I'm going to go for a chin strap. From the chin strap, guys, I want to be nice and heavy. From here, I'm going to take my right foot, my underhook hand, and I'm going to take a step forward, and I'm going to drop to my back knee. I'm going to peel his chin away from his chest, and this hand is going to punch towards the ceiling. As I do that, Mondragon is going to fall all the way down. From here, guys, I can do a one-handed guillotine. I can grab his shoulder, I could switch my base here, and I can separate his shoulder from his neck, making a very tight choke. But we're not going to be that mean today. We're going to be a little bit more technical, in my opinion. So what we're going to do is, we're going to get to side control, and here we're going to give the person a lifeline. What does that mean? They just got taken down. They're going to want to come back up. So I'm going to take, just wait for me, okay? I'm going to take this hand, I'm going to put it on the floor, and I'm going to give him an underhook. Yep, exactly. Pause. As soon as he takes that underhook, it was just a bait. I still have his neck. So I'm going to switch. I'm going to put my weight over to his hip, and I'm going to bring my arm right underneath his arm. I'm going to keep his neck, Jason, up until I can see my fingers. As soon as I can see my fingers, now I'm going to release the chin, and my tricep goes to the back of his head, and I'm going to lock a rear naked choke grip. If my hand is on the center of his back, it's weak. I need to bring my hand nice and high. Now I'm going to switch my feet once more. My knee goes closer to his head. This one goes right on his belly. For a couple of reasons. Number one, here, sometimes he can push on my hips and get to his knees. Yeah, and now I can start to loosen the Darce up. So, Vic, this shin is going to make it way harder for him to come up. My shin is in his way. If he does manage to come up, as he comes up, he walks right into my closed guard, and I can make him tap right over here. So that's going to be number one. Number two is some people, they're going to want to put this shoulder onto the floor. They're going to unwind like this, okay? So since my foot is here, As they start to unwind, I can step over and trap them, give them half guard, and now Noor, he cannot go all the way because I'm trapping his leg. Or even better is I can flick my foot over his hip and get a mounted Darce. All right, so this foot being here is really important. Number one, for them to come into you, and number two, for them to come away from you. All right, once more, the whole sequence. So I'm here, we're making it realistic. I'm wrestling with my dragon. I'm going here, I'm gonna do a club. As soon as he gets his head square, I'm gonna do an underhook. From here, I'm searching for that leg. If he doesn't step it back right away, I'm going for my single, I'm gonna take him back, all right? So he has to pay attention, he has to step back right away. So as I'm going, boom, I'm gonna pull him in and I'm getting to my front headlock. 1, 2, I bring him all the way over, and then from here, guys, I'm giving him a lifeline. Hand goes on the floor, he takes the bait. Why? Because he wants to come back up, yeah. He wants to come back up, all right? So from here, I'm gonna lean on him, and I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna go all the way through. As soon as I go all the way through, I lock up a nice figure 4. I switch, knee goes right onto his belly. Now, to make him tap, I'm gonna bring my elbows up. My elbows come in, I squeeze and I puff my chest, and then it becomes pretty tight from there. Cool? Any questions, guys, or we got it? Yeah, Alex. One more time the takedown. It's called a cement mixer, all right? So the takedown is a cement mixer. So slow motion, club, underhook, head position. I'm searching for that leg, I pull him in, I'm here, Alex. I'm putting my weight heavy. Right foot, left knee, and I punch that all the way through. Just like that. From here, I can make him tap, but we'll keep it a little bit more clean. Boom, here, now, cinching in my Darce choke, getting a nice tap with a really clean choke right after the takedown. Cool? Let's give it a try, guys. Guys, call me or Michael over if you have any questions. Different submission on the way down, all right? Guys, bring it in so that you can see. So I'm gonna have my dragon here. Everything is the same, guys. And let's get into good habits. And remember, when we're wrestling, I don't want people to be like statues, okay? This is unrealistic. A little movement, yeah, clearing the hand. Boom, collar tie, pushing the person, using more of our back hand. The reason that we can use the front hand is because we're using it only for a club and we're using it only for a short period of time. So when I'm ready, I'm closing the distance, I'm gonna club with the side of my hand. My goal is to bring his head over his foot. That's my goal. He doesn't like this. As he gets his head back in, that gives me the second that I need to shuffle underneath him. Exactly. And now here, exactly, we're fighting for position. To reinforce me, I'm going to bring my head like this. Mandragon, every time you do that, go ahead. No, every time your foot steps behind your other foot, I'm going to take you down. All right, so make sure when we're walking, guys, we walk properly. All right, so if Mandragon, if you want to go that way, exactly, you want to do short, choppy steps. We're here, we're like crabs, exactly. I'm looking for this leg, and then I'm gonna bring him in close to me, and I'm gonna get my chin strap, all right? These are the grips that I need. Here, everything is tight. From here, I'm gonna take one step, and I'm gonna roll him all the way through. Okay, guys, right now, Brandon, I gave him a little bait. I open up this arm for him to think he can come and wrestle. This time, I'm gonna allow him to come up. As he's coming up, I'm gonna give a little space, and I'm gonna bring my wrist in between his shoulder and his neck, and I'm gonna grab my pinky. As he gets onto his knees, I'm going to sit onto my left hip. I'm going to bring my leg right over his back. Look at my right elbow. I'm going to bring it towards the ceiling, getting a really tight high elbow guillotine. All right. So if they do manage to come up all the way, since I had the chin strap, it was not a good idea for them, and they get caught right in the choke. But remember, his coach is screaming to him, "You got taken down. Get back up." He gets back up. He walks right into the trap. So it's very realistic. Vic, you saw it in the tournaments. People fight for every inch. It's a negotiation. Nobody wants to give up 2 points. If they do, they're in bottom side control. So no problem at all. So as soon as I have my dragon here, he's on the floor. He's on the floor. Okay, as soon as I have my chin strap, since I have the chin strap, I can do so many things. I gave him an underhook. He's coming up. As he comes up, I create a little space. I grab my pinky, and now look, my shin falls right into the hip. As it falls into his hip, I bring my other leg onto his back, and then now I can finish him. To get the finish, I'm going to bring my right elbow up, crunch into him, and bring my thumbs towards my chest to get a really tight choke. Cool? All right, guys, let's give it a try.